What we need is not more medications, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. This is Exposé coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, every Monday on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. I'm your regular host, Tony Akinyemi. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. Hello and welcome to Exposé with Tony Akinyemi this beautiful Monday evening from Nigeria, West Africa. Our conversation on teas has been getting very interesting. And I just felt like saying what the acknowledged father of modern medicine, Hippocrates, said concerning food. He said, let your food be your medicine, and let your medicine be your food. And I feel tempted to also say today so that people can quote me in the future as we are quoting Hippocrates today. I also want to say, let your tea be your medicine and let your medicine be your tea. As you can see, drinking these herbal teas is actually very medicinal. It provides, prophylactic benefits for disease prevention. It provides therapeutic benefits for disease reversal. It provides even cosmetic benefits, giving us better skin, better hair, better nails, and what have you. And so far, we have discussed 40 different herbal teas, 40. For those who have missed previous episodes, you can always go back to our channel and check them out. And so today, we're going to be giving nothing less than 5 or 6 more herbal teas. Stay with me as we share information concerning teas and their health benefits. Again, let your tea be your medicine, and let your medicine be your tea. At least I haven't heard that quoted by anybody. So when next you quote it, just put my name and say, I was the one that made that statement. I'm just kidding. Anyway, today's number 1 tea, which is the 41st on the list of herbal teas that we'll be discussing, is Sobacha tea. Sobacha. It's also known as buckwheat tea. Buckwheat tea. Again, we call it herbal tea, but then it's actually made from the kernels of the buckwheat, just like barley tea. Now, Sobacha tea is made from roasted buckwheat kernels. And that results again in a nutty, taste like nuts, slightly bitter flavor, with all the various benefits that, it confers on those who drink it regularly. One of the benefits you get from Sobacha tea or buckwheat tea is that it supports digestive health and reduces bloating. It also provides anti-inflammatory effects as well as antioxidant effect. It improves metabolism. In other words, it helps you to burn calories quicker. So if you are aiming to lose weight, this is the kind of tea you want to take. It supports weight loss by improving your metabolism. It also supports heart health and also lowers cholesterol. So again, another tea for those who are looking to lowering their cholesterol. It also has cosmetic benefits in that it can help to promote healthy skin and reduce the amount of wrinkles that show up on your skin. So Sobacha tea or buckwheat tea, just like barley tea, it's another highly recommended one. You want to try it out and give me your feedback. Okay, let's move on to tea number 42, herbal tea that is. Herbal tea number 42 is called the Jiaogulan tea or Gynostemma tea. That's the other name. Gynostemma, Gynostemma, depending on which part of the world you come from. Now, this Jiaogulan tea is made from the leaves of the Jiaogulan plant, and it has a slightly bitter sweet flavor. It also has antioxidant properties, it has anti-inflammatory properties, it supports heart health, it equally lowers cholesterol. I actually saw one website where this tea was being promoted with very high prices labeled on them, and I said, what? How can tea cost this much? Well, maybe because they know the health benefits that it can confer, so they jacked up their prices for those who know the value of this particular tea. It can support digestive health and reduce bloating. It promotes healthy skin and reduces, wrinkles on the skin. That's for cosmetic benefit. It also supports immune health. And so if you're going through the season when, particularly upper respiratory infections and flu season, these are the kind of teas that you should be taking because it supports immune health and wards off infections. So right now, we move on to herbal tea number 43. And that is tea that is made from cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper tea. You might be wondering, can you make pepper into tea? Yeah, I have taken cayenne pepper tea a couple of times. I do enjoy it once in a while. There are times when I really feel that this is the tea I need. I just take ground cayenne pepper, maybe like half a teaspoonful, depending on the size of your mug, that is. If you're using a very tiny teacup, you can just use like 1/4 or probably even 1/8. Just very tiny amount of ground cayenne pepper. We call it atalilo, atagbigbelilo in this part of the world. Ground cayenne pepper. Just take like a 1/4 teaspoonful or half a teaspoonful, put it in your teacup, add hot water to it, sweeten it with an appropriate sweetener. You can use date to sweeten it. You can use honey to sweeten it. You can use maple syrup to sweeten it. You can use stevia to sweeten it. Any appropriate sweetener. That's it. Cayenne pepper tea. It contains the active ingredient that makes pepper hot. It's called capsaicin, which may boost your metabolism to help you burn calories very well, thereby aiding in weight loss. It also has pain-relieving properties. And by the way, it might help to kill H. pylori, the H. pylori bacterium that usually infects, peptic ulcer, duodenal ulcer, so it can help in addressing peptic ulcer disease, okay? When you wipe out the H. pylori, then the ulcer will just heal. Some people will say, oh, if you have ulcer, don't take pepper. For me, that is bad advice. Pepper actually can help to kill H. pylori, okay? Now, cayenne pepper tea or cayenne pepper in general, whether the tea or in tincture or anyhow you ingest it, can also help to dissolve blood clots, thus helping to prevent ischemic strokes or, deep vein thrombosis, DVT, or pulmonary embolism, PE, that is blood clot that gets lodged in the lungs, that can cause, difficulty in breathing, that can even lead to fatality, can kill. Once you take cayenne pepper tea, it can dissolve blood clots, okay, particularly in the early stages before it results in a stroke or results in serious pulmonary problems. Cayenne pepper tea, yeah, I enjoy it once in a while. During cold seasons, during catarrh season, during flu season, just make cayenne pepper tea and enjoy it. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful tea. It's just like taking what we call pepper soup in this part of the world. Very spicy, very hot. Now, if you are Caucasian, let me warn, please. If you've never been used to spicy food, don't try it. Okay, if you want to try it, maybe you take just a little pinch and make it into tea. But those of us in Africa, Black Africa in particular, it's no-brainer for us, no big deal. In fact, I can take habanero pepper and just chew it directly, as if I'm chewing an apple. And it doesn't make any difference, doesn't matter much. Of course, I feel the spice, but then we tolerate it very well in this part of the world because we are used to spicy food in this part of the world. When I go to, Europe or North America and go to a restaurant and they ask me, oh, do you want your food spicy or this and that? And I say, yes. They say, okay, different grades, mild, medium, very spicy. I choose the spiciest. And by the time they serve the food and I eat it, I begin to ask, where is the spice? Because I almost can't taste it. I almost can't feel any spice. What they call very spicy, very hot over there is our own starting point in this part of the world, particularly in Western Nigeria, Southwestern Nigeria. We love pepper. We love it a lot. Not everybody, not 100%, but the majority of us. All right? And it's very, very medicinal. So we move on to herbal tea number 44. Number 44. That is called lemon verbena. Lemon verbena tea, aka lemon bee brush tea. This one also offers fantastic health benefits. It also relaxes, it promotes relaxation, thus reducing anxiety and agitation and stress, all right? You know, it can alleviate digestive issues such as bloating and indigestion. Lemon verbena tea can also improve metabolism and support weight loss for those who are interested in losing weight. It can promote healthy skin and reduce the appearance of wrinkles, so it has some cosmetic benefits as well. It bolsters the immune system to fight off infections, all right? It also protects and strengthens the muscles. Lemon verbena tea, it reduces inflammation, okay? Boosts immunity. It calms the stomach. If you have a lot of rumbling going on in your stomach, it has a way of calming it. And for those who are having fever, you're running high temperature, it also helps in reducing fevers, lowering your body temperature. So if you have something like malaria fever, this is the kind of tea you want to take to bring down your temperature. It also soothes the nerves and can help to clear up, you know, nasal congestion in particular. Another very good go-to herbal tea, lemon verbena tea or lemon bee brush tea. You can also check around you in health food stores, online, anywhere to see if you can lay your hands on this tea. Obtain one, try it, and then give me your feedback. We're going to go on a short break. When we come back, there is something very interesting, another type of tea that is very interesting. And I'm going to clear some confusion in the minds of some people regarding that particular tea. Don't go away. I'll be back very shortly. This is Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, where we share wellness information for your well-being. What we need is not more medication, but more education. For the best prescription is knowledge. And we tell people always, to be informed is to be transformed, and to be uninformed is to be deformed. I hope you're making use of the pieces of information that you're receiving from Exposé for your own benefit and that of your family and those in your circle of influence. I'll be back very shortly. Don't go away.
Meet Emily. She's passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to lead a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.
Welcome back. This is still Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. We are discussing teas and spices. And we've gone as far as talking about 44 different types of herbal teas. Now we are moving on to herbal tea number 45. Now I told you before we went on that short break that I'll be clearing some, gray areas in the minds of some people regarding this particular tea. We spoke about lemon verbena tea just before we went on that break. Now there are two other types of teas that have lemon in their name. One is called, the lemon balm tea, and then one is called the lemongrass tea. Okay, some people don't know the distinction. That's what I said I was going to clear. So let's start again and get going. Now, the first one we discussed before we went on that short break was lemon verbena tea, okay, or lemon bee brush tea. That's so the one that has lemon in it. And it doesn't have anything to do with the citrus fruit called lemon. No, it has nothing to do with it. This is about different kinds of herbs or grass, if you wish. So the first one is lemon verbena. The second one is lemon balm. It's a lemony sedative herb. Sedative in the sense that it calms you and can help to relax you and can help you to sleep better. It's called lemon balm. Okay, it's different from lemongrass tea. I will explain as we get there. So take the first one, lemon verbena. The second one, lemon balm. So what are the health benefits of lemon balm? Lemon balm tea, or this lemon balm tea that has this lemony sedative kind of effect on the body, also has antiviral properties. So it can help to combat, different mild viral infections. So during the cold and flu seasons, this kind of tea will work very well, lemon balm tea. It also helps in reducing anxiety and promotes relaxation. It promotes sleep and improves sleep quality, thereby, reducing insomnia. It can boost cognitive function and memory as well. It can also alleviate digestive issues such as bloating and indigestion. Then, of course, it reduces inflammation and also can soothe skin irritations. Lemon balm tea, another very wonderful go-to tea for those who have anxiety, those who have insomnia, those who are depressed and all of that. This is the kind of tea you should be taking. So let your tea be your medicine and let your medicine be your tea. And whenever you make that quote, put my name in front. Tony Akinyemi says so. Okay, we now go to number 46, which is lemongrass tea. Lemongrass. Lemongrass offers many, many wonderful benefits. So lemon verbena, that's the first one. Lemon balm, that's the second one. And lemongrass, that's the fourth one. And if you like, lemon tea itself, the one from the lemon citrus fruit itself, will be the fourth one. All right, but these other three that I just mentioned, they are all from grass, not from fruits, okay? So lemongrass tea contains some antioxidants. It aids in calming muscles and nerves. So it has this sedative effect, calming effect, relaxation effect. Lemongrass tea, okay? It acts as a natural and effective sleep aid. It can reduce anxiety. It can benefit the nervous system in a variety of ways. It can even ease headache and migraines. It has antimicrobial effect, antifungal effect, antibacterial effect, okay? It supports digestive health and prevents gastrointestinal disorders. I'm sure you still remember that episode I did on, gut health or gastrointestinal health, where I discussed two categories of disorders that can, bedevil the GI tract. That is functional disorders and structural disorders. Particularly if a person has functional disorder of the digestive tract, lemongrass tea comes in handy as a remedy. Okay, it also can stimulate bowel function and improve digestion. It can be used, to address constipation, to address stomach aches, to address, nausea when you feel like vomiting. It can address diarrhea, ulcerative colitis. It can also support weight loss and improve metabolism. It can boost the immune system. Lemongrass tea, yes. Wonderful, 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 wonderful tea. And then, I mean, it can improve blood circulation. It can support healthy cholesterol levels. So if you want to lower your cholesterol, I'm giving you several teas that can help in that regard. It can prevent atherosclerosis and other cardiac disorders. It can exert some diuretic effect to help you to clean out your body and flush out toxins by helping you to form urine properly and eliminate waste product from your system. I went for a particular event the other day in Lagos, Nigeria. It was earlier this year, and they served us lemongrass tea on the high table where I was seated. And my neighbor said, this thing tastes like agbo. It tastes like grass. I said, if you know the medicinal effect of this tea they are giving you free of charge, you will say thank you to the organizers. Lemongrass tea may be effective in treating some types of cancers, some people claim. Okay, so while you cannot use any particular single remedy to treat cancer, you bring different things on board so they can contribute their own quota to the cancer therapy. So if you're a cancer patient, I encourage you to drink lemongrass tea as well as Essiac tea, which I discussed in a previous episode. Now, lemongrass tea can also relieve a variety of respiratory disorders. It can be effective in lowering fevers as well, if you have fever, high temperature. It can treat sores, athlete's foot, ringworm, urinary tract infections, UTIs. It can support the maintenance of optimum insulin levels for diabetics. It can help to prevent diabetes, and even those who are already diagnosed with diabetes will benefit by drinking lemongrass tea regularly. Of course, don't add sugar, don't add milk. Just sweeten with stevia, okay? It can help in treating swelling due to lymphatic congestion. It can increase cellular health, including supporting the function of the thymus gland. It can reduce inflammation and thus reducing pain, particularly joint pain. It also has its own cosmetic benefits. It can reduce, the appearance of acne on the skin, thereby making your skin much, much, much better. Lemongrass tea, very, very wonderful tea. Another top-notch, top 10 kind of tea. Now, so let's talk about lemon balm versus lemongrass. Lemon balm versus lemongrass. Now, lemon balm and lemongrass are different plants originating in different parts of the world. They are both lemon-scented herbs. That's why they give them lemon this, lemon that, because they smell like lemon, all right? Okay? They are often used to provide lemon and herbal notes, in different foods. Aside from the fact that they both offer a lemon flavor, there are some significant differences, between lemon balm and lemongrass, or maybe lemon verbena, and probably lemon itself. Now, for lemon balm belongs to the Lemiaceae family, to which other popular herbs like mint and basil also belong. They belong to the same family. So lemon balm, mint, and basil, they are in the same family. As a result, lemon balm has a mildly minty and floral taste to go with its lemon notes. Now, further stressing its mint heritage is that one of its names is balm mint. Balm mint. Lemon balm's origins lie in Europe and the Middle East, specifically in Southern Europe and Iran. We call it Iran, this part of the world. In North America, they call it Iran. Okay? Now, what about lemongrass? Lemongrass is a variety of tropical plants in the grass family. Very common in Nigeria, where I live. It's closely related to citrullina. Citronella is a well-known component of insect-repelling candles and oils. Most mosquito repellents, natural mosquito repellents that is, not the ones that use toxic chemicals, natural, safe mosquito repellents use oils that are extracted from citronella. Okay? Lemongrass is grass, not a shrub like lemon balm. It's grass. It belongs to the same general family as corn or maize and bamboo. They are all in the grass family. That's lemongrass. Now, Unlike lemon balm, lemongrass does not have a strong minty undertone. The flavor profile is primarily the lemon note against a mildly herbaceous background, resulting in a more astringent flavor profile that you will get from lemon balm. That's lemongrass. So let me conclude this episode by talking about some important notes and considerations regarding herbal teas in general. Now, while black tea and green tea continue to compete with coffee as our favorite morning beverage, herbal teas are growing in popularity and maybe someday may even overtake the popular black tea and coffee that we're all used to. You know, when you go on airplanes, they ask you tea or coffee, tea or coffee, tea or coffee, okay? Particularly if you sit in the compartment that I call the chicken or beef compartment. The economy compartment, particularly on international flights and long flights. Tea or coffee, chicken or beef, chicken or beef. But if you are in the business class or first class, you know, they give you a menu and a variety of options. They even serve you water in glass bottles rather than plastic bottles because they don't want those premium customers to die soon so they can continue to fly and pay premium prices. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that's how it goes in the business world. So herbal teas are beginning to grow in popularity. Now, while herbal teas are usually referred to as teas, they are not actually teas in the true sense of the word. True tea, like black tea and green tea, actually uses the leaves of the Camellia sinensis plant to make the teas, whereas herbal teas are brewed from different things, either from dried herbs, from flowers, from fruits, or even from spices, okay? While herbal teas can have health benefits, it's essential to always be sure before indulging in any, particularly if you're pregnant, or you're a nursing mother, or you have a medical condition, or you're taking certain medications, so there won't be drug-herb interaction. You need to consult with those who know better, healthcare providers. Unfortunately, some healthcare providers, particularly in allopathic medicine, are not even well informed when it comes to some of these herbal teas or their other herbal products. So they may not be in the best position to offer you advice, but you know where to go to get the right advice, or you can just do your own research online. These days, there are many AI platforms that you can, use to make your own research and get some, good information here and there. Of course, that is not always foolproof because AI doesn't always give the correct answer for your information. Please bear that in mind. As you use any search engine or artificial intelligence to make your research, you need to be aware that the answers you get from your search engines and from your AI are not always correct, 100%. Okay, now the effects of herbal teas can vary from person to person, so some of the benefits that Mr. A can get, Mr. B may try the same herbal tea and may not get the same benefit. Yeah, we have different body types and we respond differently to different things. That's why they say one person's medicine is another person's poison, or one person's food is another person's poison. Well, this is how far we go on herbal teas. I hope you enjoy them. In the next episode, by the grace of God, which I think should be the last episode for the month of June 2025, we'll be talking about another very, very popular beverage out there that we have not touched upon. Wait for it. I'll keep you in suspense. It promises to be another very interesting episode. God bless you. Have a terrific week ahead. In Jesus' name, amen. Bye.
Meet Emily. She's passionate about living a healthy life, but finds it difficult to access information on health and wellness.
Cancer is survivable.
That is until she discovered the online healthy living training offered by Reverend Tony Akinyemi on lms.rafainstitute.org. The online healthy living training program is a comprehensive interactive course that covers topics such as nutrition, fitness, stress management, and mental health. The course is designed to provide participants with practical tips and strategies to improve their health and well-being. Emily is now equipped with the knowledge and skills she needs to lead a healthy life. Join Emily and countless others in living a healthy life by signing up for the online healthy living training program today.